The Orlando Magic and Paolo Banchero's performance in the playoffs has caught the eye of Los Angeles Clippers forward Paul George. The Orlando Magic and Paolo Banchero have put the league on notice with their success this season and in the playoffs. Among the players who the Magic and Banchero have caught the eye of is Los Angeles Clippers forward Paul George. On his Podcast P with Paul George, George singled out the Magic's performance against the Cleveland Cavaliers and Banchero's impact in the series. Paolo has been the ultimate star. George said he's been phenomenal, he's been sensational, a true superstar, and he's playing against a tough team. He's been extremely consistent. He's been a scorer and dominant. I love his tenacity. He's one of the strongest players that I played against. He is a man-child, literally playing a man's game at such a young age. Banchero, 21, scored 39 points in Orlando's 104-103 loss to the Cavs on Tuesday. With that performance, he became the third youngest player to have multiple 30-point games in a series. Only trailing LeBron James and Anthony Edwards, he's also now tied for 8th all-time with Shaquille O'Neal in Magic playoff history for most points scored in a game. Banchero's skill and game earned high praise from George as he compared him to Carmelo Anthony, who was one of the game's most prolific scorers at his peak. He reminds me a bit of Melo from a standpoint of the physicality. George said Melo was like that, where you knew you play against Melo, you were going to get banged and bruised up from him constantly putting pressure at the rim and putting pressure on you to stay in front of him, George added. I've been very impressed with his first playoff experience, and that Orlando Magic team is going to be good for a very long time. Though 5 games in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs, Banchero has averaged 24.8 points, 7.2 rebounds, and 4.4 assists per game.